Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. I wanted to take a moment or two and discuss the nature and state of the current YouTube channel, where I'm at, what's the plan, what's going on. Yeah, this is all ad hoc. I wanted to write a script, and then I was like, you know what? I don't want it to feel too rigid, so we're just going to go for it. There might be some talking points I bring up more than once, and it's just going to happen, right? That's the nature of conversation. So let's get started with where we're at right at this moment. Right now, we're almost at 6,000 subscribers. Super happy for that. Thank you, everyone who, if you checked me out for 5 seconds or 5 years, right? I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for all your support. I cannot overstate that enough. It's awesome. It's so cool that I'm getting even 10 subscribers, and that was like my goals weren't so lofty way back when, or maybe they were. I don't remember. But we've been doing this for about 12 years now. Yeah, we're almost on our 12th year anniversary. We joined in December 10th of 2012. Back then, I was like, I want to be a YouTuber, man, and entertain. And then like finally came up with the name JohnMegacycle, came up with the name Megacycle Entertainment, and whatever. That's kind of the history, right? A couple things I do owe the fans is I did say a long time ago, I was like, man, when we hit 5,000 subbies, we're going to do like a backstory and a history, and we're going to build the lore that is JohnMegacycle. And I made it sound super cool, right? The thing is, we're past that, and yeah, that's on me. That's on me 100%. I let it slip past. I started the project and then realized that if I wanted to be really happy with how it was going to turn out, I needed to put way more time into it. And the time isn't like something that bothered me, but the thing is it was going to be meticulous and like good and whatever. So I think I need to just revisit the topic and level set a little bit more and be like, you know what? Let's just get it out there. If I want to rehash it better later, I can. But for right now, like, you know, perfection is the enemy of progress, right? So I'm going to get something out there, hopefully in the next month or two with, maybe like, it's going to be like a 5-minute thing. Maybe like, hey, this is my name. This is why it's my name. Here's the history. Cool, we're done. Wash your hands. It's time to go get dinner, right? Real easy. Aside from that, progress for now, I've been regularly, that's a very hard word for me to say. On the reg is easier, R-E-G. On the regular, I've been posting 2 videos a day. You can see right here, you know, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It won't give you the right timestamp, but I've been very happy releasing 2 videos a day. I've got a big backlog still of stuff I need to release. We've got not only the episodes of Factorio Season 9 right now, which is Warp Drive Machine. I have Season 10, which I want to release, but actually Season 11 is going to drop before Season 10. Interesting stuff is on the way, trust me. There's a lot going on. So I'm really happy with the 2 episodes a day, kind of a format. That's fairly manageable. The way it works for me really is like, I don't have a ton of free time in a large chunk. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now. Good timing. I'd love to do more streaming. Streaming, I think, is easy. I'm energetic. I'm feeling great. Like I could do it for like 5-6 hours without really much of a problem. But the thing is, getting that guaranteed time is harder and harder anymore. So YouTube makes it easier for me because, like, if I've got like an hour, I can knock out an episode. And then if I got to work late at night, it's not that big of a deal. I got 2 hours of downtime, but I still need to be online. Boom, I can knock out an episode, right? It works out pretty nicely. And sometimes if I have a little more free time, I'll just do a bunch of recording. And the thing of it is it's a little unexpected when I have that time because, like, I don't know I have 5 hours for free right now. It might be like, oh, I've got 1 hour free. Let's do a recording. Then it's like, oh, 2 meetings canceled and a change is canceled for tonight. I guess I have all night. If I knew that, I would have started streaming. But anyway, so this is working out pretty well. I'd like to keep it to 2 videos a day if we possibly can. I like that format. It feels easy and it feels like I can keep that up consistently. But that also leads to another thing I want to talk about. So last week, about a week ago, I got told that my account, my presence on an account at work is going to be terminated. I got the same rigmarole, budgets, and everyone's tightening their belts and everything. And it wasn't just me. After talking around, I learned that about 36 other people are getting cut from an account that we work on and support, and that's unfortunate. The way in which my organization handles that is I'll be pushed into a labor pool. And this is kind of hard to say, so I might choke up a little bit. I get pushed into a labor pool, and if I'm not summoned from the labor pool within like 2 weeks, I'm terminated. Now, it's scary because I've worked ever since I was 14. I had a paper route, and then I worked fast food, and then I worked retail, and then I worked in distribution, and then I worked as a programmer, and then as a server admin, and then as a server admin, and then now I'm here. So it's scary because like I've worked more of my life than I haven't, right? The other thing is like that means I don't know where my next meal may come from eventually. I'm good. This isn't an emergency. I want to level set completely where I'm coming from with this. I don't have like family or kids or anything. I'm still flying solo, which is a sad story in its own style, but whatever. I'm cool with it. I'm actively looking for a new job. Something stable would be nice, even if I do get called in from the bench. I'm looking for something stable. So what that really means for me is there's a potential I'm going to have a ton of free time. Right? That's that's a positive way to spin on it. I'm going to have a permanent vacation, right? So here's my plan moving forward. Is what I'd like to do is I would like to ask the community and my supporters to see if me doing this more regularly as a full-time gig makes sense. I want to know. I want to know exactly how folks are feeling. Should I try this as a full-time YouTuber, right? When I started this whole thing, I had the dream that I could make ends meet as a YouTuber. I never once said like, oh yeah, I deserve them billions. Hit me up with them billions. Like, it's like, man, if I could pay my internet, my power bill, my rent, and like food, I would be so happy off of YouTube stuff. And then maybe I do like a part-time job on the side. That would be fine. Like I go to the gas station, I work, every Saturday night, I pull a 6-hour shift or something to make ends meet. That would be totally cool. I'd be super happy with that. That would get me out of the rigmarole bullcrap that is office life, right? Which is not great. It's not great. So here's what I'm asking is if you, the fans, would like me to make this a full-time gig, I have a Patreon. I would prefer we do this as a Patreon sort of a thing for supporting that way. That'll not only upkeep, my personal expenses, the server expenses, because I host several game servers for the community. That'll also make sure there's a roof over my cats' heads, because, they're also very important to me. Want to make sure that's all there. And it also just makes sure that I don't have to worry about work or crazy hours, and I can host more tournaments, and I can do more stuff, and I can invest in different hardware, like whatever. I can expand with that. Whereas right now, so much of my mental energy is in a job, it sucks. So what I'm asking for is support via Patreon. And let me be clear, I don't want a single dollar if it's an inconvenience. If it's money you don't have to throw away, don't give it to me. I want to be very clear about that. This is all, I'm fine. Even if I lose my job, I'll be fine for a few months. I've got some saved up cash, so nothing's critical. So I just want to paint the full picture here, right? But ideally, if it's Patreon and donations, that would be great, because I don't run any ads. Every single one of my videos, I don't run any ads. Actually, can I... I wonder if I can go to the analytics. Yeah, here we go. I'll show you exactly how much money I make. Watch time, content, revenue. So I don't run any ads. I've never run ads. This is how much money I make all the time. Like 0.0001 of a penny. Usually because something gets force enabled. Yeah, there's usually a video that gets force monetized, and it's like, well, you've monetized this video, and some of the money is going to go to the whatever, and it's like, yeah, see, nothing. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to keep this rich tradition of not running any ads, like bucking the system, right? So if we could do this all Patreon side, awesome. Otherwise, in a month or so, I wouldn't mind trying to monetize some of the videos, just to see how it works and go from there, really, to kind of see if we can make, and I'm, again, not aiming for millions. I'm looking for make ends meet would be nice. The other thing I've realized recently after talking to some other more prominent YouTubers is if you don't run monetization, if you don't run ads, YouTube doesn't promote your stuff. So if you just go to YouTube, right, just, is this going to just take me to YouTube? No, I just want to go to YouTube straight up. If we go just to YouTube, my watch history's off, right, because I'm signed in. You'll see a bunch of stuff, but unless unless it's advertised, it just won't show. So by finding me, you find me either by accident, which is fine, or by subscription of something, like if you've already subscribed, I think is the word. I don't know anymore. If you've already subscribed, you've already gotten my stuff in your time feed or whatever. So that's kind of the plan for what's going on. I'm going to be honest, this is really difficult to talk about for me, but I appreciate your patience and understanding. Realistically, and I've said this before, gaming is a therapy for me. Gaming, and not just gaming, but talking, and I think I generally take a teacher's stance when I game. We're gonna do this right now. Well, why are we doing that? Well, we're doing that because this, and this is why this happens, and this is what, I want to make sure, like, if I'm the first guy you check out about a game, I kind of want to give you a bit of an idea of what you're getting into, right? Not everything that hits my channel is something I'd even recommend. There are some games I played that it's like, you know what, now that I'm 20 hours in, meh, and I wish I knew what this was 20 hours in, and I wish someone told me, So at least I can kind of take that and be like, well, we're going to talk about this game, we're going to give it a run. And that way, at least, at the end of the day, we experience it together when I'm talking about it. I always imagine someone's next to me and we're sharing the experience, so that's neat. So that's kind of the plan. To recap, 2 episodes a week has been the norm for a while. I'd like to keep it that way. I'd like all the support stuff we already spoke about. Realistically, if I can't find a job, and trust me, looking for a job is priority 1. I like stable income. But if I could, doing this for the rest of my days would be pretty dope too. So when it comes down to it, ultimately, things are good right now, but I wanted to make sure that I at least had a one-on-one with you, the fans, the guys, gals, fans, and pals, to make sure we're on the same level about stuff. I'm not flipping the monetization switch tomorrow, but if we can do this a little differently and be like, yeah, let's just Patreon this thing, then cool, no ads. And I know people can just install ad blockers if they want. I really just would prefer to stay out of the monetization system that is this, right? So if we could do something different and whatever, I would prefer that. I'd prefer that than, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there I see that run in a 50-minute video, 5 ads, and then an ad in the front and the ad in the back, and I'm like, man, I can't. If I couldn't, I don't want to get there. That's not the goal at all. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think that's really it. All the information for the website and the Discord server and the Patreon and all that stuff is in every single description. Every single video description has. I'm just going to pop this open. This is Deadlock 2, a really old game, but all the links are here. So if you ever want to join the Discord server and check out a new tournament, or if there's anything else you want to see, everything is already in there. So yeah, I guess that's ultimately it. Thank you again for checking out this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.